This is one of the biggest cyber attacks that's affected over 60 million people and more than 1,000 organizations. And of course, as always, what we can learn from it. So in 2023, hackers discovered a zero-day vulnerability in MOVEit Transfer, which was a popular file sharing tool, and the zero-day allowed them to perform SQL injection attacks, which basically gave the hackers direct access to the databases behind the software. And from there, they could steal sensitive files without ever needing a valid credentials. The hacker group behind it, known as CLOP, didn't deploy ransomware, and instead they exfiltrated data from hundreds of organizations worldwide and then basically threatened that they would publish the sensitive data if they weren't paid a lump sum. But the victims included government agencies, banks, healthcare providers, and major companies. And again, this was a pretty recent attack, but the biggest takeaways are to make sure that you're patching as soon as possible whenever patches are available, understanding what actual software your internal teams are using and whether or not they're approved for use, especially if it's not an internal tool, which is another reason why a lot of companies tend to move towards building your own internal tools, since then they can control the entire software supply chain. And then finally, number 3, never assume that data theft is less damaging than ransomware, because a lot of times extortion and even threatening to just publish sensitive data can be even more serious than actually just locking it behind a ransomware paywall. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I would love to hear them. This is part of my new series where we basically go through different cyber attacks throughout the years so that we can better secure ourselves for future attacks. I also have a free newsletter that you can get where I share weekly cybersecurity news and highlights, as well as anything big that's happening in the industry. You can comment guide, and I'll send you the link to sign up for the newsletter.